cutting right through the heart of the city, the Chicago River, and the Windy City are setting today. Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on DiVincenzo and Middleton make up the perimeter. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Tiny in the center. And for the Bulls, Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's DeRozan in at the three, the small forward. All right, Grant, in the name of player development, if you've got a young team that's effectively out of the playoffs, do you scale back minutes for the veterans, even if they're playing well?
I would think so. Obviously, if the playoffs aren't in the picture, it's giving that remaining part of the season a chance for you young players to learn what the NBA is all about. So giving them more chances to play, resting the veterans, might be the smart move.
Now here's Middleton. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Ball. Levine finds Vucevic. Now Ball. Back to Vucevic. Now here's DeRozan. Middleton covering. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Levine. No good on the three. Levine against DiVincenzo. Inside. Here's Duncan. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Because he's so dangerous. The D is often drawn to Levine. It opens up some wide passing lanes for him. Zach LaVine, the UCLA product, he has continued to improve over time. He's now a bona fide star in this league.
Here's DiVincenzo. An easy two on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
DeRozan outside. Pass to Levine. Here's Johnson. Antetokounmpo covering. DiVincenzo against Levine. Another shot. Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A player that seemingly inhales rebounds. Vucevic attacks the glass with great energy.
And here's Middleton. To the inside. Here's Duncan. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. He has 6. Chris, you think back to the injuries Levine has had to overcome. It's amazing where he is now.
He showed mental fortitude. He's still an elite athlete, but the sky's the limit for him.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Levine. Scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Here's Duncan. 6-point lead. Pass to Holiday. And the officials call a traveling violation. Some changes for Chicago. Bradley, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Gordon Tucker comes in for Johnson. And it's White in for Zach LaVine. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ogilvy comes in for Chris Middleton. Allen, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. And Simon has subbed in for Drew Holiday. The Bucks have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Allen on the wing. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's Ball. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. White drives in. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
No easy way to stop White on the drive. He's got speed and agility on the side.
Shot from 12. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Ball outside. Pass to Horton Tucker. Pulls up. And the shot falls short that time.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Down low. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
The Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Patrick
There's
Williams.
21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Allen against White. Pass to Bradley. Ball right side. 1 second left. And so it's Milwaukee closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. The hustle, and as the Greek Freak said, Grant, MP's not done yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's still room to grow, and I'm anxious to see just how great he becomes.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Milwaukee.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passing in the first half has been outstanding.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, Grayson Allen is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Ogilvy in at the three.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He scored 20 points, and they were not ready for him to block shots left and right. He put up huge numbers last time out. We'll see if it's more of the same tonight. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Williams. He got a piece of it. Here's Simons. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And it's in there.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Bradley. Up top, White. He's got 5. Misses off the left iron. The Bucks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Ogilvy to the paint. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Bradley. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Bradley's got his first points of the game. Now, that's game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And for Chicago, they're shooting just 33% so far in this game. Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Alize Johnson. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. And here is Antetokounmpo. A nice shot by Duncan. He's got 16.
Smart play by Giannis. Moving the ball with a purpose leads to a great look.
Levine against DiVincenzo. Left side Levine. Pass to Vucevic. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a huge sigh of relief for Bucks fans last year. Giannis signing a monster contract extension. He'll continue to be the franchise for years to come.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Knocked loose. Puts it up from 12. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Vucevic has got 9.
The sure stroke of Vucevic when he added that three-point shot in his 6th season. He has loads of trust in his jumper. He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Levine passes to Vucevic. Vucevic missing again. And you know, Grant, many wondered if Giannis would test free agency. Ultimately avoided all that drama.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to stay and build a winner with the Bucks. And you know what? He did just that, bringing home the NBA championship. What a reward for the fans in the city of Milwaukee, and just tremendous character from Giannis.
Antetokounmpo against DeRozan. On the wing, Levine. The 15-footer. And it's DeRozan missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Middleton finds DiVincenzo. Pass to Duncan. Lays it up and banks it in. 22 points for him.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Ball passes to Vucevic. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Bradley, he's checked in for Chicago. Horton Tucker comes in for Johnson. Ogilvy, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pass to Duncan.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the inside. Middleton lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Middleton's got 11 points.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Here's Horton Tucker. DiVincenzo covering. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And for Chicago, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. So on the floor for Milwaukee, Anthony Simons out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Brook Lopez. Then there's Rodney Hood. And it's Tiny in at the 4 slot. Up top, White. Here's Bradley. The rebound by Duncan.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Simon's shot is good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Ball outside. Horton Tucker on the wing. Defended by Hood. Outside, Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
And having to be careful around Lopez, he's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
The offensive rebound. Here's Duncan. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
I'll tell you something else. The points they've scored on the fast break tonight have been a major factor. He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Williams on the wing. Cashes in the 12-footer.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Pass to Simons. Inside. Here's Duncan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 26.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Here's Dosunmu. Well, Chris, the max salaries can now reach as much as $50 million a year. Now, we don't want to count other people's money, but those are some pretty good checks.
Yeah, I'm not hating on it because the more successful the league is, the more entertained fans like myself are going to be. $50 million a season? Kudos to the league.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. Jones comes in for Williams. Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Bucks. Brown comes in for Allen. Here's Dosunmu. Antetokounmpo covering. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Down low. Here's Duncan. And he jams it home with authority.
doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Green. Outside Jones. Vucevic with it. Outside Green.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Shoots over Hood. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
A nice shot by Duncan.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
The Bulls have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Right side Green. Up top Vucevic. A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bucks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this is one of the best teams we have ever seen. 69 wins this year. Wow.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Pass to Vucevic. Green against Antetokounmpo. Back to Vucevic. Puts up a 3. And again, Chicago, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Duncan. To the inside. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Patrick.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Floats one. It's tipped. And they're running. Pass to Duncan. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised.
We'll see you next time. Schroeder. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Horford in at the center position. And for the Bucks, the foundation of this team, Middleton and Giannis, the 3 and the 4. Holiday and DiVincenzo man the backcourt, and it's Tiny in at the 5, roaming the paint. It'll be the Celtics off the tip, and 2 elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game, but Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game, but the reality is players get up for the big games, B.A.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And how about Dante coming up and bringing his own inferno?
Pass to Nesmith. Now Tatum, the 3 ball. He buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Duncan. Back to Holiday. About a minute into this first quarter. Middleton outside to the middle. A nice shot by Duncan.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Boston has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Pass to Tatum. Out to Horford for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly. And now Horford just not as effective on the offensive end as he once was. but still continues to contribute.
Here's Holiday. No good on the shot. Oh, nice D from Schroeder. Up top, Horford. Outside Tatum. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 13-footer. A good look from Horford, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Horford's got 5, and for Horford, he still puts up decent totals. Brent, the efficiency is what has faltered.
Well, up there, he's going to start making plays and try to be a conduit for the offense, BA. And coaches trust that decision-making and that experience.
Here's Nesmith. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Outside Tatum. Takes one from 10 feet. Rebound, Milwaukee. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
And the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Boston with the ball. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Count it.
With the skills of a guard, Tatum has the size of a power forward. It makes him so tough to stop inside.
Duncan. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Give him 8 points now.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Tatum. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Horford can't hit. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Pass to Middleton. Antetokounmpo outside to the paint. Here's Duncan. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Their offense is really humming right now. The shooting percentage reflected that.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
And the Celtics making a change here. Canner's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Tatum. Smart's checked in for Nesmith. And Pritchard is subbed in for Schroeder. It's tipped! Here's Simons. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Richardson up top. Back to Smart. Pass to Williams. And he makes it on the layup.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Duncan. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Out left to the wing. Pass to Richardson. Pulls it. And he nails the jumper.
Well, he keeps the ball so high, Josh Richardson, on the release, the closeout taking no effect.
Tie game in Milwaukee. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And Grant, have you ever seen a big man like Giannis who dominates with the dribble drive?
I'm not sure I've ever seen that. I mean, well, Zion 4 inches shorter, but he might be the only other one in that category.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around in lots of hands.
To the inside. Here's Duncan. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
That's been the story of their offense so far. getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He ended up with 34 points and really hit the boards. Tremendous production in that area as well. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee on D, trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Down low. Here's Duncan. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside, DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. Boston trailing. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Fires from the line, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
And with his incredible height and high release, man, Tatum, he usually gets his jumper off pretty cleanly. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And stolen by Middleton. Outside Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Up and over Richardson, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. And now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Tatum. Oh, they get a hand on it. Inside. The finish! Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow!
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
5 ticks left to play in the first half of basketball. From deep 3-point range. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Milwaukee. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. This game's still to play. And Grant, back when you played, were there certain types of teams that gave you more trouble, whether it was size or athleticism or maybe shooting?
Well, back in my day, I mean, the big, strong teams had a huge advantage. They could really beat you up and plant big guys inside, which really made it difficult getting to the rim.
Middleton is the 3 with Giannis in at 4. Holiday and DiVincenzo man the backcourt. And it's Tiny in at the center position. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half.
Such a solid and unique big man in today's game. Horford's passing skills and ability to find the open teammate is very special.
Pass to Richardson. Back to Schroeder. And pushing it up now, Milwaukee. Bucks again in transition. Here's DiVincenzo. There's the block.
Well, these blocks by Schroeder has got to get his teammates going. They're more rare than they are commonplace, but Schroeder getting in there with good hands.
All right, time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information. He told me it's a dislocated finger that's causing a good deal of pain right now. This is a team that's excited heading into the playoffs. Unfortunately, this news dampens the outlook some.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Allen in for DiVincenzo.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate. Think about Drew Holiday and his ability, BA, to step between the 1 and 2 position as a high-level pro and defender. Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Duncan, the shake. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Well, Brent, with Holiday, he spent plenty of time at both guard spots.
Yeah, very few guards, BA, can do that seamlessly, and Holiday doesn't. He can play the 1 and 2 to score and facilitate, but he's going to take on the toughest defensive assignment and shut that guy down as well.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Now here's Williams. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Pass to Kenner.
The third, 2 minutes.
Here's Ogilvy. Williams defending. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. And it's rejected. Here's Ogilvy. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Middleton. And he drives in. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, Middleton does have some length himself, and he utilizes it there on the drive.
For Boston, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. On the floor for Boston. Jason Tatum out there with Nesmith. Then there's Marcus Smart. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. For Milwaukee, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Middleton against Schroeder. And that one's good. Middleton.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Schroeder with it. Guarded now by Holiday. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebound by Middleton. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And he gets that one. And the Bucks lead by 16.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Schroeder. Goes back up. Kanter. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Kanter also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
And he jams it home with authority.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Tatum inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Holiday finds Middleton. And here is Antetokounmpo. Over Kanter. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Kanter.
2 minutes.
Out to Schroeder. Clock at 6. He was all alone on that one.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Holiday passes to Middleton. Throws it up high. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Middleton.
And just totally relentless.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. With a 9-footer. Here's Kanter. The kick to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. 4-3. Antetokounmpo with the block.
And the length of Giannis is a problem. He's erasing shots.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Bucks.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And all year, they've just found a way to win. 70 games in total. Consistency can be so elusive in this league, but they've got the talent, and their coach has pushed all the right buttons. It's been exciting to watch.
And they end up winning the season series. Always feels good to have that upper hand over an opponent.
A nice shot by Duncan. And the Bucks lead by 17.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Canner. The kick to Tatum. The three. Tatum with another miss. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to DiVincenzo. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to.
The tallest building in Michigan, the Renaissance Center. Part of the scenery tonight as we come to you live from Detroit. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Getting ready for some NBA action. Jackson and Stewart in at the 5. And late in the season, we see playoff teams, Greg, resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Jackson kicks to Cunningham. 2 points, that one goes.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
To the inside, Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Pulls it from the elbow. No good from Grant. And the Bucks with possession. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Josh Jackson.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry it.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run 2 at him, he will immediately find the open man.
And here's Cunningham. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Holiday with it. He's against Cunningham. Giannis passes to Duncan. Counted good. Duncan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Pass to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer is right on target. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
Giannis grabs the miss. And it's the Bucks ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball movement.
And the Pistons decide
Different result.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Lyles checked in for Grant. Diallo comes in for Sadiq Bey. Corey Joseph's checked in for Jackson. Saban Lee subbed in for Cunningham. And then for Milwaukee, Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Allen comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Simons in for Drew Holiday. This is his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
And he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Takes it inside. Shot by Joseph, no good. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 19-5 run here. Pass to Duncan. That's a 2 from Simons. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Diallo and Middleton with the block.
What defensive focus from Middleton, able to anticipate the shot and get a hand on it.
To the paint, kicks it out to Allen. Lets it go with the 3. They grab their own miss, and he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Duncan.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Lee. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Simons, the pass to Duncan.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Outside, Joseph. Shoots over Portis, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Milwaukee controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And such a fierce competitor, but Giannis knows he can't afford to get into altercations with opponents.
No, too important to his team. Sometimes toughness is about keeping your composure even after the tough hits.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting, because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Duncan, also Brook Lopez out there. Ojale is out there with Allen, and it's Simons in at the 1. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Tiny in the last game against the Celtics was outstanding. He finished with 32 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish.
To be. What can you say? Tiny, an impressive effort here today.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Bay and Grant are the forwards. Josh Jackson out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Cunningham with it. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Basketball.
Here's Bay. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
A big fan of watching Jackson work inside, using his body well to draw the contact. The D can't let him get that close to the basket.
And for Josh Jackson, Steve, the start to his NBA career might not have gone quite as he had imagined, but he persevered.
He did. He deserves a ton of credit for the way he went about his business. He spent time in the G League and never once complained about his situation. He worked his tail off, refined his game, and cemented his place in this league.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Bay finds Stewart. The shot, no good. Nice D from Duncan. Bucks leading by 22. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, with the addition of Jrue Holiday, this Bucks team has gotten even better. Giannis Antetokounmpo said, "We've got a lot of talent and great players. I really believe in this group. As long as we stay healthy, we'll find a way to compete every night and give ourselves a chance." Guys?
David, they're stacked, that's for sure. Thanks. Outside Jackson. Now Stewart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Grant gets a wide open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You know, very few scouts felt that Jeremy Grant would ever become this kind of three-point shooter.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Stolen by Grant. Oh, and here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. Here's Bay. And another 3 for Detroit.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Inside. The break, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So.
Lee outside. Pass to Diallo. Over Lopez. The offensive rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. From 10 feet out, the shot by Ojale, no good. The pass to Bay. There's the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. 3 seconds left. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided.
Hey, how about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Rodney Hood out there with Allen. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Duncan. And it's Ojale in at the small forward. Diallo, no good.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Hood finds Duncan. Here's Ojale. And it's off from three-point range. The Pistons shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Shot by Joseph, no good. Milwaukee in total control. Hood on the wing. He's covered by Joseph. Here's Duncan. And the layup's good off the glass. Duncan's got 22.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Stewart against Lopez. Here's Bay. Off target from outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Duncan. Now the dish to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Ojale. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Duncan's got his 4th assist in this one.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Here's Diallo. And that time, also a missed shot. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside Hood. Here's Allen. Pass to Ojale. To the middle. And stolen by Bay. Lee with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. Allen against Lee. Pass to Bay. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hood finds Lopez. Top of the key, Duncan. Here's Ojale. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Back to Lee. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
To the wing right side. Right side, Joseph to stop the run. Headshot off. And Milwaukee the other way now. 1:20 left in the 4th quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Milwaukee.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Duncan.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Brown comes in for Shemi Ojale. And it's Simons in for Allen. Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Here's Simons. Duncan left side. and he uses the glass on the layup.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. The famous East 4th Street, busy as ever here in Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K. Holiday and DiVincenzo man the backcourt, and it's Tiny in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Cleveland, Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Garland and Sexton are in the backcourt, and it's Okoro in at the 3. And here we have our last game in what's been a long year, Grant. You've heard the proposals to shorten the season permanently. What are your thoughts?
You know, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm maybe more of a traditionalist, but it could help support health and player longevity. But it has to make financial sense for everyone involved, including broadcasters.
Darius Garland with the
just
assist.
quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
Middleton outside, down low, Duncan. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Sexton. Last game, 26 points for him. And the shot goes down.
Well, Colin Sexton's ability to dribble drive is probably his greatest asset. What a pretty move.
Outside, DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Duncan. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 6 points for him.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Sexton against DiVincenzo. Here's Sexton. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. 4 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. DiVincenzo with the steal. Pass to Duncan. Holiday from long range. And he buries his first look.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Boy, even beyond his signature look, Jarrett Allen is a true throwback big man. Uses his height to own the paint and just locks in on his strengths.
Sexton. Garland for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, I like the no hesitation. Darius Garland knows you have to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations.
To the paint. And stolen by Sexton. To the inside. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Sexton. Garland's got his second basket of the night. The Bucks have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And something else that really makes Allen a renaissance big is how he sticks to high percentage shots, Doris.
Well, think about a field goal percentage at over 60%. He doesn't get outside himself. This guy earns his keep, earns his money in the paint.
And here are the Cavaliers now. After the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago.
2 minutes.
Here's Mobley. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Duncan. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Milwaukee foul.
For the Cavaliers, Love comes in for Allen, and Rubio is subbed in for Garland. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he recovers it. Sexton, that's good. 1:14 left now in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Duncan. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
To the paint. Here's Love. And he lays it up and in.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
For Milwaukee, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7. DiVincenzo against Sexton. It's stolen by Love. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Rubio passes to Love. Outside Sexton. From 10 feet away. That one a little long. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. To the middle. A nice shot by Duncan.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Ooh, it's stolen. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Ball. Buck substitution.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Trailing by 2. And here's Rubio. 9 points for him in his last game. Pass to Love. And it's blocked. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Bucks ahead. They're up by 2. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Love. Mobley comes in for Wade. Sexton's checked in for Okoro. And Garland is subbed in for Rubio.
You absolutely love the versatility of Kevin Love's game, right? The inside-outside threat, the high percentage shooting you get.
On the court right now for the Bucks. Holiday and DiVincenzo man the backcourt. The foundation of this team, Middleton and Giannis, the 3 and the 4. And it's Tiny in at the 5 spot.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Pistons was simply terrific.
2 minutes.
He contributed 28 points and a season-high number of rebounds. His stat line was unreal. Impossible to repeat? I don't know. Coming off of that performance, you tell me. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And sometimes it seems like Giannis can dunk without any effort at all. He just glides to the rim like it was nothing.
You know, Doris, another thing about Love's versatile skill set is that it shows up on both ends of the floor.
It certainly does. I mean, considering 2011, this guy was the league leader in rebounds. He's a do-it-all player. Whatever the team needs, he's going to deliver.
Inside, here's Duncan. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. He is one of the great ball hawks in the NBA.
Yeah, he reads plays very well. He has a good wingspan to swipe away errant passes. One of the many reasons Holiday is such a great defender.
Okoro is checked in for the Cavaliers. DiVincenzo against Sexton. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. And he buries his first look.
I just love the ball.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting just 33% so far in this game. The ball's knocked loose. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it.
That's miscommunication.
Anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Hey, great communication on the lob.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Allen finds Garland. Here's Okoro. Middleton covering. Okoro, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets complete.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. A sizable, very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Sexton and Okoro, they're the wings. Mobley and Allen together in the middle. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
Outside Sexton. DiVincenzo with the steal. Down low. Here's Duncan. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 22.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to Sexton. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here's Duncan. Check by Sexton. Duncan, no good. The Cavaliers shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Okoro, no good. The Bucks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
You love to see Giannis adapting to the situation, coming up with a shot in the mid-range.
Outside Sexton. Six on the shot clock. From 13. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Pass to Duncan. And here's Middleton. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Drew Holiday.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Hood. Antetokounmpo inside. He's got 6 to the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Love. Now here's Sexton. Defense is right there. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Antetokounmpo inside. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? A moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court right now for the Bucks. Middleton is the 3 with Giannis in at 4. Holiday and DiVincenzo man the backcourt, and it's Tiny in at the 5. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
Oh, their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Pass to Fall. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout.
But boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
And the Bucks with the possession here. Milwaukee has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's DiVincenzo. He's off on that one. And it's Cleveland the other way. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Pass to Dotson. Takes a 3. The rebound by Duncan. For Milwaukee, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Good on the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Garland. Here's Fall to the left wing. And he lobs it up to the rim. Misses from close range. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Middleton outside, and stolen by Sexton. Pass to Dotson. To the inside. Tipped. Holiday against Garland. Middleton is doubled to the middle. Here's Duncan. No good off the glass. The Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Garland for 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Unbelievable. You talk about players who have transformed this league. Giannis is at the top of that list. Just a tremendous pass right there. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
On the wing, Sexton. DiVincenzo covering. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Duncan. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Pass to Fall. Trying to get back on track. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bucks.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And make no mistake, this has been a legendary year for them as they continue to rack up win after win. The confidence, enthusiasm, and carefree attitude they played with has now helped earn them their 72nd win this year. Just remarkable.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
Back to Garland. Here's Cavangeli. Antetokounmpo covering. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. Brown's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. 41 seconds left in the game. Pass to Allen. Here's Duncan. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Outside Garland. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. And here are the Bucks now. They're on a 17-4 run. Good.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Justin Holiday.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they could